I would like to talk about the 15 unit treatment plan cases before we made the finalizing about restorations, which is very imperative how to rebuild it from the tissue design from here. And then we're trying to give it to them, our client is much better idea, what laboratory can do to produce is better. And we fabricate it, prep it actually, all those teeth. Now it is finalize it with the teeth, the design, which is the patient don't have any teeth. So after I open the vertical dimension, I'm trying to make at least this much the contour, and which is open the vertical dimension. Open here is vocal corridor, and this one too. Anyways, so from that, and then I made this here. Okay, so this is what I extended. Check the protrusion. You see the lower teeth is too long, so at least I have to match that one. Move to lateral excursion, no interference. Okay, the canine possible. Here is the concave. Maybe they needed some composite. Okay, so that one is another canine rise concept. So doctor will going to put some composite top of that. So they will going to utilize the our temporizations, which is we did it, and then they can do reline. So my job, I have to grind more here, even though I have to grind quite a bit, and then make more shell types. So this is a full mouth case. We get kind of canine rise it, and then you see the lower teeth is tall from the here. So at least I have to give them this much amount of the size, and then make the complete rehab design, almost finalize it. Okay, so I'm going to make the YouTube video how I do it, and movement as well, and then vocal thickness here a little bit down there. Then I can go to make the better symmetry in between the teeth, and then make the make the temporization. Okay, coming soon. There's not much tooth left, and so doctor will going to build it. It's more bigger, and so he needs room for underneath. So I'm going to make hollow down all the way inside, so doctor can reline in the two side. After he made it, the seat is better. The reason I make the bridge is especially 1, 2, 3 units, so they cannot get a good contact. So we make the old bridge, and then lower we fabricated two after we prep it. We're considering the restorations between the tooths. So doctor said this one is remove it, so we did it, and then we build it, and then posterior we build it. Okay, especially occlusion. So once I set up the teeth, the reason we set up the lower teeth, we have to set up compared to canine the premolar and molar to have to make the good occlusion speed and Wilson and the height of contour. So that lower set first, and then after we increase the vertical dimensions, we set up the teeth as make longer, higher, and then all the way top. So doctor and patient can utilize as my temporizations, and we're trying to give them the guidance in this one so they can utilize it. The final restorations, what shape do they like it, right? The communication is key to make the final restoration to be success. Anyways, the reason I show you guys, this is a daily we fabricated, and I'm pretty much a busy guy, so I can look at it. So I'm working the cases. I do have a lot of people here, so I give them the guidance. Is mounting is right, and then duplicate the model. Okay, from here, doctor gave it to us, so we duplicate it because the wax up. And not only that, I have to duplicate it, so we another duplicate model from the prep. So I have to prep it, and then we fabricate it exactly duplicated from the wax up and the final temporizations. Okay. Okay, so then we can deliver it to all these, two set for the doctors. So when doctors in their hand, and then he knows what I do here, and then they can follow. I mean, they can grinding here and there. It's not a problem. So after they put it in the temporizations, so I look at it. He sent me the great pictures when patient's young age. It's nice with a spouse. It's great, lovely. And then now he's getting mature, so he needs some tools compared to this. So my build, my initiative, my studying, I'm trying to make the young as possible when he was young. So that's my key. So from this here, right? Okay, hold on. Oh no, I cannot show them, but anyway, too small. The bite. And then also I add here is a bulkhead incisor 1/3, a little bit more thicker, so one breaking. Make the height of a contour, the lower teeth set up from here to there horizontally. So then I can make the curve of a Spee and Wilson with the aesthetic. Right? And then after build it, we build with the upper posterior teeth and the other posterior teeth as well. And then I'm trying to finalize it with the tools between the occlusion from here. Right? So I'm rebuilding. So I recommend this one eventually possible metal occlusion or full mono zirconia. And then I have to give them a little bit more freedom of the tools when patient protruding. And also trying to make the midline correctly, but I can't because that areas I have to move more the other side. So whenever I check this here, midline is off, that's not much I can do. Okay, so we'll see. Anyway, that's the concept to midline. Trying to get a midline, and then I make the nice lobe design and the alignment, and then match this same size canine buccal corridor. Now we're going to do after make the dupe model for this. After dupe model, and then make the another stent and then push it because I prep the teeth like this. Right? Here is a before, here is a prep, here is a finish. After make dupe model with a stent, and then I'm going to put it in the acrylic top of that. So then I can get the teeth, the lower, top and bottom. And then we're going to finish another temporization. So that's why they need the diagnostic wax up, otherwise you cannot get a perfect temporization, which is really detailed when I finish it. All right, this is stage about almost done. I would say 80% is done. All right, I'm going to show them later about the temporization, how I finish it. Anyways, whenever they put it in there, so I saw that his shape, so I make kind of square shape. It's longer. Guidance, you can see my another video here. So I checked the guidance with a couple 3 minutes. I made it. So not only check the bite, I checked the excursion, which is canine rise and then no touching the other side and protrusion. Then I can decide the inside edge position, and then move to lateral, which is non-function, and the premolar is non-function, and pre-back the centric. So that's another building the structure for future restoration, not only comfortable, but also give them aesthetic as possible. Okay, so and thanks for watching. So any questions, so you can write it down in the comments. I can give them the answer as much as possible, and we'll see you tomorrow in another video. Thanks for watching.